been set up. Andrew Carnegie endowed a lot of his money. I sit on the Carnegie board in Washington. It's a major think tank, and I see the amount of work that Andrew Carnegie did during his lifetime and the work that is being done with the endowment he gave beyond his lifetime. There is Ford Foundation, Rockefeller Foundation. I can keep on reeling a lot of large business houses in the past who endowed a large amounts of money for social good. Then there are the recent philanthropists, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, George Soros, and many others who have contributed now very large sums of money towards philanthropy so that the society sees that the businesses are working towards the benefit at large. In India, we saw a lot of this happening in the early days. If you go back to the pre-independence and close to post-independence time, we had amongst ourselves the Tatas, the Birlas, the Dalmias, many Singhaniyas, many large business houses which were engaging towards social good. But by and by, as India moved towards socialism, as taxes went up, we saw the philanthropy disappearing and most of the business houses scrambling back to protect their businesses. There was a period of time, nearly 3 to 4 decades, when philanthropy was no more either talked about or practiced. I think we are seeing a significant change in the last 10 years. A lot of this change is also being led by new industries. The one house that always stands out is the House of Tatas, which has stayed on course in trying to establish wonderful public institutions and work towards larger social good. But there are now companies like Infosys, Wipro, Bharti itself through its foundation, and many others which are participating in philanthropic activities and trying to change their 30 or 40 years of track record of businesses that we don't do anything other than businesses. My personal view is today's society demands soft edges to be developed by businesses. Business houses which go for short-term gains will not last, will not have sustainable businesses. Society will shun them. Their products will not be accepted. Too much of profiteering because of circumstances in the marketplace will not be tolerated, neither by the political leadership nor by the society at large. Business houses need to understand that they are a very vital part of this whole symbiotic relationship of the three pillars. And if they will go out of synchronization and out of line from where they are expected to be, the backlash will be severe. And some of that we are seeing around the globe today. I would really like, through this medium, to always talk about business houses to take responsibility beyond businesses. Do businesses ethically, do it in a manner which makes the nation proud of yourself, takes the nation forward. Do businesses with practices that conform to the CSR, but start going beyond businesses to do other things. 35,000 children are today studying in Satya Bharti schools across the various states where we have opened up 236 schools. It's our target in the next 36 months to take this to 100,000. It will be probably the single largest intervention in the area of primary and secondary education in the villages for poor children ever since India's independence. Can a company like Bharti do it alone? The answer is an emphatic no. There are over 300 million children in the age group of 6 to 16. In the next 10 years, they will become 16 to 26. Each one of them will be knocking at the doors of our society wanting a job. The empirical evidence is suggesting that 250 million children out of these 320 odd million will never go to a school. Some of the fortunate ones who will go to the school will drop out within the first 2 to 3 years. Can we all imagine a society which will have no skills, no training, no education, and we are talking about 20-25 crores in the next 10 years? Can this society afford a situation like that? The answer is no. The government is engaged. Government is deeply thinking about what they can do, but we all need to contribute. If several thousands of us can start doing this 10, 20, 100,000 contribution towards the education of children, I think we would have created a massive momentum. It's my belief that business houses of today are conscious of their responsibilities. They are more conscious about their obligations. More importantly, society is making them aware of choices that the society will make, and choices will be made in favor of those companies which would have developed social edges to their business profiles. I would like to end by just citing the work that is being done as an exemplary way by Muhammad Yunus in Bangladesh, as many of you are aware of his activities, of social businesses. That's a unique project that he has developed, or a unique concept he's developed, of social businesses, where he does not talk about philanthropy or CSR. He talks about businesses being done not for the benefit of shareholders, but society at large. I hope to see some of those models and examples developing here in this country as well. To my mind, that idea of social business is extremely powerful. Some early examples are developing in this country, too early to talk about them, but I'm hopeful that they will show the way to many newer, younger entrepreneurs who are going to step into this space of business to look at that aspect as well. Because in philanthropy, a rupee has a life which is not too long. Once it's gone for charity, it ends there. But the way Muhammad Yunus looks at it, his 1 rupee contributed in social business has an endless life, because it regenerates itself for future rupee and a future rupee, and therefore so on. But the business there is done for the society at large. Now, he has had a very successful example in Grameen Bank and earlier Grameen Phone, which has gone commercial, but there are good examples to follow there as well. So in summation, I would say these 3 pillars need to have a very strong relationship with each other. The political leadership needs to recognize the limitations that the businesses have in moving into the social spaces, in going far too far beyond their businesses, but equally businesses must know that we have to ensure that the political leadership wins every time in their constituency, which is the society at large, by being responsible. I hope that the model that we are seeing developing between the political leadership and a very alive and awakened business community at large holds a great deal of promise for businesses to participate actively in building a nation. I thank you.